Hello everybody, Nicci here from Gracie's house. I'm just going to get my microphone plugged in and try not to look too confused in the camera while I'm doing it. It might work. My Facebook has some tendencies to not work. So I'm Nicci, I'm from Gracie's house. I'm based over in the UK and I'm a brand ambassador for Redesign with Prima. I'm on today. I have got some furniture. I'm really trying to show you furniture every week. And I'm going to be working with Wondrous Floral. Hi, Jackie. So I did one little starter panel yesterday to see if it worked nicely with the colour that I'm working. Hi, Pamela. Everyone, as you're coming along, just pop on and say hello. The comments are coming through. And I haven't even had to type a comment from myself, so this is good news. Just drop a comment in, tell me where you're watching from, and anything else you want to put. Hi Lisa. So yes, we're using Wondrous Floral. Now, I did post on my page about this yesterday, Gracie's house. Hi Sue. I know, it's turquoise again. It is. I do paint things other than turquoise. It's just I'm trying to get stuff done in Gracie's room. This was in Gracie's room and it's come out. So it's now just getting a little bit of a facelift. So I haven't had to repaint. I'm just going to drop my camera down a little. So that's the panel that I've started on already. Let's get a little bit closer. And I'm going to bring you down a bit here as well. There. Okay. So this is just a small section. I'm going to do the other panel and then I'm going to do the front and show you how we work through things. So this was painted. I know, Sue, I love anything sort of blue, green, turquoise. That's my bag. So I'm with you on that. So we'll do the side panel first. So I've pre-cut it, a portion of it, but we're going to do some other cutting as well because that's a little bit too wide. So I'm just going to pop them there. They've gone on the floor. I'm going to have to get on the floor. You've been a bit poorly? Oh, okay. Jackie, it looks great, doesn't it? Do you know what? I don't think I've seen Wondrous Floral on turquoise. I've seen it on lights. I've seen it on black. But I think it really pops, especially the yellow in this sort of chrysanthemum looking flower. It pops. So I'm just going to move it around. Can you see that piece there? Yes. Let's get the transfer stick. Let's get the piece of transfer off the floor. So I've already spoken to Gracie and she prefers this side of the flowers. So we're going to be cutting this piece off. So we're going to butt up against there and then cut a slice off there. I have got some scissors to hand. So I'm going to just cut this edge off because I'm not going to be using that. Yeah, and it's got that Oriental style Lisa, which I love. And do you know what? I went through, in my head, I was thinking, well, I've just used elegance and flowers, so I think it would have worked, but I wanted to do something different. And then I thought of... oh, goodness me, Wildflower, which is the other one that's got the Oriental sort of theme. And of course, I don't have that one in my stash yet. So I'm just going to hold it up against there, fit it into that insert. I'm going to come this way so you can see what I'm doing. And checked with the boss. Oh, Jackie, I do have to. I mean, it's not even going back in her room, but she decided she preferred these flowers to those ones. I hope I've got it the right way around. And I'm just going to use my scissors to do a really vague score line that's going to sit into that insert. So we'll just do a bit of trimming. I'm going to go slightly outside just in case my scoring wasn't that great. And then let's have a look. There we go. I'm glad I did that because there we go. So that's going to sit in there quite nicely. And I love these ones. I think they're a sort of anemone, I'm guessing. Which again, kind of fits with the Oriental side of things. And the peonies as well, kind of all fit into that. So I'm just going to place it into that insert. Oh, I've gone a bit wonky there. Am I going to lose any? No, I've committed, I'm going to have to do it. There we go. I might have a slither that I can fit into that piece. Do you know, it's really tricky doing this, looking on camera to make sure you can see what I'm doing. But also, I would probably have this on its side. You know, last week I did it and placed it on its back. I would be doing that, so it's it makes it more tricky. Jackie, distressing. The distressing's cool, and actually you probably can't see. You might be able to see. There's a bit of gold in there as well, but I'm going to add some. Of course, I'm going to add some more gold. Why wouldn't I? So again, you know, I always talk about kind of rub, and rub again, really. What you don't want is you don't want to be pulling up your top sheet too quickly, and then you kind of miss a bit that maybe hasn't stuck down as well as you hope it might first time round. So I'm going to come back over this side. And then as I'm lifting my top sheet, I'm also going to keep rubbing, and it will just make sure that that glue is activating well. Yeah, nice. So I'm going to come over here. Now this was painted. This was one of my first pieces, actually, because Gracie's bedroom was kind of where it all began. And this was actually homemade chalk paint. So I picked the colour, had it mixed, and bunged some calcium carbonate powder into the tester pot. Morning, Carrie. And I think back then I wasn't, you know, great. I think it was top coated with wax, but I probably didn't do a particularly thick layer. And of course it's been in her room, so there was all sorts of various stains on the top from drinks and whatnot. But I sanded it, and it didn't gum up my sandpaper, so it either wasn't waxed and I'd remembered wrong, or I just didn't put hardly any on. But it sanded up okay. So I gave it a bit of a sand over, just to see whether I was going to have to repaint it, in all honesty. But I love the colour, so I was kind of thinking, oh, I'm going to have to paint it. I want to do it turquoise. I think it suits turquoise, the actual unit itself. It's got one of those really annoying pins. I'll show you the front in a minute. But it's got one of those really annoying pin closures, and the doors never stay together. So I've ordered some catches for... The pin will be decoration, but I've ordered some catches for the doors to stay shut properly. But I'm really liking the contrast of all these flowers against the sort of turquoise tone. Like I said, I don't think I've seen this one. I might have done, but I don't think I've seen it on a bright colour. And actually, it really, really makes the flowers pop even more, I think. But they're not sticking quite right. There we go. I'm going to switch sides again. So if I, do you know what? I'm going to just type a really, really quick hi from me, just in case there is some comments that I'm missing. There's usually somebody watching that can answer anything if I've missed it, or if I'm not getting all my questions. Anything that I do miss, don't think I'm ignoring you. I've either missed it because I'm not facing the camera, or I'm not seeing it, but I will. Lisa, anything this kind of turquoise, anything in this family I love. But yeah, I'll always catch up with comments afterwards. We're good like that. So I've popped a link in the description of the post. There's a link to find a local retailer, because it's always good to, you know, to hook up with somebody that you can go and look at the things and talk to somebody about the products directly when shops open, if they're not already open. Jackie, it's hard to keep track of all the florals. I know, and when you do, you know, use little sections of them, you kind of discover new parts of them than when you use it as a massive whole. So there's a link to find retailers. There is also a link to the new retail site with my affiliate link on. So you can buy from there, and it will bung me a little bit as well. Maybe the new VIP transfer. Oh, on this colour, that would look pretty. Okay, I'm going to just move the cabinet around. Hopefully not make too much noise. To the front. There we go. Can you see that okay? That's good. Let's level you up a little bit. Carrie, where am I? I'm in the UK and I'm in Bedford, but I'm feeling a lot of people watching will be in the States, so I'm not sure that will be relevant to you or not. Okay, so this is the section I've decided to use on the front. So it's got this really big, I'm not even going to pretend to know what this flower is. I don't know. It could be like a thistle that's not opened up yet, but who knows. And then this really lovely tulip. So that's the piece I'm going to use on the bottom. Again, I need to just trim that bottom edge because I want that right on the bottom of my cabinet doors. So you just have to think about placement when you're doing these. Lisa, is the affiliate link on my page? I think I've updated. If not, that is a good point. I'll double check. But yes, if it's not already, it will be shortly. But Lisa, it's for the affiliate link at the moment is for US customers only. So I don't think you need to worry about that right now. Okay, so that's trimming that bottom edge. Hi, Erin. So this is where we're going with this. And I had a look at the other piece and it was a bit more kind of one dimension. All the flowers sort of ended at the same level, whereas this one just had a bit of ins and outs, if you see what I mean. Carrie, yes, you are in the States. Lovely. We're all connected. We are. So I'm going to actually use Handy Harry. So these grid lines are they're printed on the top sheet. I think we occasionally get people saying, well, I don't want grid lines on mine. They're just printed on the top sheet. That's how it works. So I want a little bit of these blue flowers, and I just think that would be a nice balance. So I'm going to cut it down the middle because that's going to be the join of my cupboard door. And which means if they fall in the right place, they're also really, so not only do they help you if you're trying to make sure that if there's text, make sure that it's level. Jackie, you saying hello gorgeous to me? I'm sure you, I'm joking, I know you're not. I know you already have. It means you can cut in straight lines. So if you are working up against an edge, it gives you that perfect straight line. So I've also here, I'm not going to go on the curve, I'm finishing at the edge of this door. So I'm going to hold it there and I'm going to do my score again. Do you know what? Every time I press into it, the piece moves backwards because it's on a tablecloth. I've lifted you up. So it's easier for you to see. And I think it actually does have, it's not It's they come in a little bit, so it doesn't follow the line. It slightly comes in, which is why I needed to do that. So how is everybody? We've kind of been threatened with snow again for the last 2 days, and well, it's just been pathetic, if I'm honest. We might as well have not bothered. Okay, so that fits there really, really well. And then I'm going to have to do a little bit of something here too. This is a shame because I really want this butterfly, but sometimes you've just got to, there's got to be some give and take somewhere. So I'm scoring round the metal trim. No, I've gone wide there. There we go. There we go. Let's hope that that works. That looks like a circle. It all goes quiet and I concentrate when I'm cutting. Okay, I've cut a little bit on the inside so that if I have messed up a tad, it's not too much of an issue. There we go. And you see, I can keep that butterfly for something else. I might add it in. I'm going to put it somewhere. Jackie, one mind. Okay, I'm just going to trim a little bit more from around the circle. I actually did a better job of scoring than I thought on that occasion. There we go. Nice. There we go. And that will look cute with that butterfly stuck somewhere else higher up. You're right. Oh, look, Jackie's just said higher up as well. Oh, we are great minds thinking alike. Let's just get that lined up. There we go. Ooh, that's going to look awesome. Where's my stick? I've put my stick down. There it is. Do you know, once I bought a cabinet like this, it didn't have these on. I bought it on, it was either eBay or Facebook. I think it was eBay. And it wasn't very expensive. But because it looked basically like this, I just bought it. I didn't look at the measurements. And when I went to turned up to pick it up, it was about that big. It was like a miniature one. Yeah. I mean, it turned out cute. Funnily enough, I painted that turquoise as well, with red layered under it, and it looked amazing. But yeah, I did laugh when she brought it to the door. Always check the measurements. Oh, look how pretty. Oh, goodness. Melita, I'm going to have to answer that when I come off so that I can put it into translator. Pretty. So this is, I think this one's been out of stock for a while on, well, everywhere, I think. And it's in stock again now. Well, hey. Another big tulip down there. Lovely. I do like tulips. It's quite really a mix of flowers in this one. There's some sort of wild, quite cottagey garden flowers in this one, florals. Sorry about the banging. The doors, they're so annoying, aren't they? Oops, missed a bit there. So that's the little, all those little bits. Every time you come to a leaf, it's a really good idea to just go really slowly on those, because those little edges tend to lift up. You just need to keep an eye as you go on those. Oh, pretty. Love that. Okay. So we're basically doing the same here. So those pieces will join up really nicely. I'm probably going to come back over this side. So I'm going to do my score down that line. There we go. Let's cut that first. Bellissimo, I do know that one, thank you. So that's going to sit in there nicely. Let's just go here, oops, follow that edge. There we go. I didn't have to worry about this bit because there's no flowers on that piece. Lovely. Okay. I've lost my stick again. There it is. Hi, Suzanne. Okay. I'm just going to get my head in the way while I line that up. There we go. So before you start rubbing, just give it a nice go over with your hands, and the heat of your hand will start to activate the glue. And there's less chance, if you've given it a nice little pressure all over, there's less chance of it skipping and moving around. Hi, Darlene. When you do start to rub, I've done it before and put it down and forgotten to heat it, forgotten to rub it over and just give it a little contact. And it's moved when I've started to rub it, so it's a good idea to just give it that press over with your hands. We might be able to add some extra bits in. We might do that butterfly that we talked about. We've got plenty of time. I might bust out the decor wax again. And I love the berries that are in this one as well. It kind of covers all of the seasons. So obviously tulips are generally considered sort of spring, whereas berries are more, that's a summery looking flower, and then some are, yeah, they're kind of more autumny, aren't they, berries? I like it. You still see what I'm doing? Yeah. A little bit there, just doesn't want to stick. There we go. So every now and then you'll get a little piece that doesn't want to stick down. It can be just small pieces. Just give it another little rub. Am I going to sell this piece as it's not going back into... it's not going... No, exactly. This is going to be for sale. Jackie, yes. You rather fancy it, do you? Yeah, this one is... I've already measured it. So I'm going to be getting this on. I'm going to be top coating. And it's going to be listed, man. This one's going to get busted out pretty quick. So we did our mammoth moving Gracie's bedroom round at the weekend. Oh, you know when you start something. Oh. But it's fab now. We switched out. So she's got her trunk and she's got that chest of drawers that I did. Was that only last week? I think it was. That I did on the live. So she's got the same amount of pieces of furniture, but she's ended up with more storage, and it seems like she's got more space as well. It was brilliant. She feels much more spacious in there now. I have the Midas touch, do I? There will definitely be some more gold going on here. Okay, we're nearly done on this big piece. I'm going to come around this side. Christine, I do sell on Etsy, indeed. Etsy is by far my my best-selling platform, without a doubt. Yeah. I've sold 4 pieces in the last 10 days, and 3 of those were Etsy. Yeah. So, and I know some people complain about fees, but you know, businesses have costs. I don't have a shop, so I think the fees that are there are, you build it into your price, and I think it's a great platform because people that shop on Etsy, they're already there. They're already looking for something that's different and bespoke in general. Across the board, not just furniture. I think people that are shopping on Etsy want something either personalised or that they're not going to get from every other shop. I can pop my shop in the link for you as well. Indeed, yes. So we did this. It wasn't last week, was it? It was when I was using the Elegance and Flowers. Do you know, Jackie? It was because it was right in my. So I'm obsessed with the cha-ching, ka-ching, however you want to say it. The ka-ching noise that you get when you sell something on Etsy. Obsessed. And I was on the phone this morning and it came in, so it was right in my ear. So I was having a conversation and that noise went off, bang, in my ear. It was most exciting. I'm going to bring you in. I'm going to drop the camera down a tad. Now, we talk about halos all the time. We all talk about halos. On this colour, admittedly, you can barely see them. I'm going to bring you really in close. There you go. You really can't see them much, can you? So it's all dependent on colour, in my opinion. The darker the colour, the more obvious the halo will be. But when we talk about burnishing, we're just saying use your finger, or I use microfiber cloths as well. It's practically disappearing even more. And I know you can barely see it on the camera anyway. So this goes a long way to getting rid of those halo marks that we talk about. Once that's top coated, you won't see them at all. So that, yeah, Jackie, exactly. If you could see what I can see more, and I've brought you really as close as I can bring you without it kind of blurring out, I think. They're really not that visible. And then what I've done there with the burnishing just makes it even better. So I'm going to bring the camera just back up a little bit more. And it's gone dark, so I'm going to turn the light up a little bit too. Let's see if we can't add this butterfly in somewhere. So this is the bit that we cut off. Now, I'm not going to be able to reuse that little piece of flower, but I can use the green. So I'm going to use that. I'm just going to cut that green off. So there we go. I've just trimmed it. You needed the Midas touch yesterday. What happened? Oh no. Oh. Have you tried going back to where you got it from, or have you had it for quite a while? Let's have a little look. Because of these leaves here, I don't think it kind of works. So you've got to think about what greenery is already on there. And these have got a more brown tone to them, whereas some of the greenery over here and tulip leaves are generally a bit more green. So I'm going to tuck the butterfly in here, I think. Oh, do you know what I'm going to do? I might just tuck it there. What do you think? Shall I just tuck it higher up? I think that might look quite cute. I think I like it there. Oh, yes. I'm just looking backwards and forwards to the camera. Yeah, I like that. I'm going there. I'm going to a little bit in there, just because that's the way it falls. I don't mind that. I'm going to pop gold there anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's not absolutely perfect into that carving there. Whoops! Oh, that was lucky. I nearly scraped it all back off again. Oh, cute. Do we like that? I like that stuck up there. So that's the bit. Did we cut that off from somewhere else? That's the bit that came from there. I haven't really got anywhere that can go. Just looking to see if there's any other. I've got a little piece here that I could use. See this one? It's like a bud. And it's the bud to match kind of this one. I could maybe pop that somewhere to give it. I kind of want it. I don't want it to look like everything's just finishing halfway up. I want to give a little bit more, and I'm just thinking, where is my other piece that I cut? I trimmed another section off. Where's that gone? There it is. So I've got a kind of white oriental poppy there. I might use that as well. So let's just get that. I keep almost every single sort of piece of scrap that I can keep, because you just never know when you might want to stick an extra flower in somewhere, and I think that would look quite cute. That just looks like who we got there? Good as it is. Rhiannon, this colour was one of my first ever projects, so I would say it's probably closest to Azure by Fusion, but it was just one that I had like colour matched or made as a tester pot and made my own chalk paint. So I can't help you directly, but I'd say Fusion Azure is probably the closest. A Simple and Vintage Life. Sorry, I don't know your actual name, but good morning. No. I'm going to go back to this one. I'm going to cut that. And I might just see if I can make that one fit as well. Okay. Sorry, this is the thought process, you see. That would fit quite nicely there. See, if you can you hear my daughter and my husband in the background going, hello, hello, hello. Morning, Mary, hiya. Go up the right. So you think something up here, this side. Yeah. Let's go over here. So I think that could kind of tuck in there, couldn't it? I think that might look quite nice. Oh, Mr. Gracie, I know that he's got some idea, obviously, about some sketch they can do. I might pop that there. Actually, I might overlap those twigs because those twigs are a little bit sticky looking. I might just pop that in there and then that will tie nicely to bring that up there. Yeah, I think they're going out and... Oh, Mary, it is cold today, I know. I'm going to tuck you in there like that. Just to fill in that sort of twiggy looking bit. And so this transfer is... This one's made up of 3 sheets. And I've still got a whole... Which bit is it? I've still got that whole piece left to use on something else. So you know me, I like to get, you know, my money's worth out of these transfers, and you don't have to use them all on one project. You don't have to squeeze every ounce of it onto one project. You really don't. I think that fills in that gap quite nicely. Mary, tell me about it. I mean, look, I'm in the front half. This is the cooking end of the kitchen I'm in now. Just for this live, to be fair. Just to Okay. I'm just going to add that one. There, I think. Lovely. There we go. I think that looks cute. Just a little spindly bit up there. And I am going to also just use some berries over here, just so that I'm going to cut that green off. I know, Jackie, you have actually, and if you watch the did you watch the live launch of the new products the other day? I was in my bedroom. Because it's the quietest, at that time of night, it's the quietest place to be. So I'm going to pop them there. Just again, so I'm just making it, so it's not all just one level on the edge. There we go. And this is almost the most fun bit for me, the building. Yeah, there was what? Yeah, I did do one in Gracie's room. You're right. But yeah, this is the fun bit for me. Like planning the main part of the transfer is great, but I kind of love being able to cut up and make something look very different, just with the placement of the transfer, cutting them up and putting them in different places. You know, never ever going to be 2 pieces the same. With the same transfer. Oops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, yes.
Sorry.
And now, shush.
Oh, God, tell her to shut up.
Shush. No, I might have to stop there with the transfer. And let's just get Decor wax, always on hand. I think that's cute. I love it. Oh, sorry. So we've got Eternal Decor Wax, still out of a pot. Still getting to the end of my pot, but it's getting low. Now, loads and loads of questions after I used this on my cocktail cabinet a couple of weeks. Loads and loads of people asking. So if this is Decor Wax, packaging is now in a tube, but it's the same colour, the same product. This is Eternal. Oh, Marissa, no, definitely not the only person working in the kitchen. I'm going to leave, I'm not putting any, I don't think I'm going to put, I don't think I'm going to put gold on here. I quite like the contrast of the dark. So it's really more to kind of highlight these oriental elements. Yeah. Can you see it? You can see it catching in the camera. So I'm literally just doing it on the highlights. I'm going to go round the edge to give that an extra frame as well. Don't you have the tube for your finger work so you can save your tins? Do you know what? I haven't got a tube. I've only got tubs. I might have to add one on my next order. But I just like holding a tub. There we go. See how that pops more? And I think turquoise and gold is like beautiful together. Oops, went a bit wide there. Do you know what I found the other week is if you use a little bit of normal wax, you know if you're doing normal waxing on furniture, if you use a little bit of clear wax, it will help you lift off. Have I got any in? I don't think I've got any to hand. It will like help erase it, save the precious tubs. Precious. Lovely. I'm going to go move you back a tad. Move you up a little bit. There we go. DB wax. I used, Jackie, I used Big Mama's butter the other week and it did the trick. Haven't tried the Best Down wax, to be fair. I'm going to take that out. Just going to do a bit on these. So there is gold. There was gold layered under the turquoise when I painted it originally. So I'm just refreshing that because it was a much more sort of subtle gold. We want to go big gold. So I'm going over the top this time. But again, I'm not being too precise. I just want it to pop. And, you know, these cabinets, you can hear it rubs a little bit. I'm not going to, hence I've also distressed it more because it's not going to stay perfect. So we might as well work with it rather than against it. It'll make your job easier. So I'm just highlighting those front edges, all on the corners. Hubs has gone back in his office now, hooray. That wasn't too embarrassing. Just thank goodness he didn't swear. So I'm just, you know, anywhere that's distressed, I'm just adding gold to it. So this doesn't need top coating. Much more sophisticated. This doesn't need top coating. It cures in around 24 hours. And it cures hard. It's good. Really good. I'll do a bit around the back, but you know, I don't have to move the cabinet again now. Yeah, so putting the gold on, I think it just gives it makes it look a little less shabby and a bit more chic, I guess. Okay. And like it's been around for a while, but naturally. Okay. So I shall find a tassel to hang off there. I'm thinking that's really cute. I love it. What do you think? Ignore the background mess. Nice. I'm going to do, if I just put my tin, a little bit more here. So it always helps to sort of stand back. When you're applying your transfers as well, stand back, look at the proportions of your piece. I think, you know, you can almost get a bit too close sometimes. It really helps if you stand back and look. People love gold. Anything you add, yeah, a little bit of gold and bling. Okay, so where's my transfer tube? Just as a recap, we've been working with Wondrous Floral. Is that the right one? I've got so many tubes. Yeah. So we've been working with the Wondrous Floral. I've got 1 sheet out of my 3 sheets left, so I've still got some for another project. We've done it on the sides, the front and the other side, and then I've added loads of the Eternal Decor Wax, as usual. I hope you've found today interesting, and also just how we were talking about adding little bit extras. You don't have to just work with the transfer as it comes. You can cut them up, really customize them to what you're doing. And we got there. Let me just make sure. You like the transfer, but it's sold out with Helen, and then you've got other transfers. Sue, I think Helen's got an order on the way. I don't know if it includes one of these or some of these, but I know she's got an order on the way. So I will see you again this time. I'm going to just tilt the camera up so you're not talking. I'm not talking to the bottom of my face. I'll see you again this time next week. I hope you've enjoyed. I will try and have something that isn't turquoise next week, perhaps. No promises. If you haven't already, hang on, I've got another question, just checking. Marsha, will I seal the doors? No, I'll seal all of it, simply because it's an old paint job and I want the finish to match the whole lot. So I did say to you that the gold doesn't need sealing, so I'm not sealing the whole piece because of that. I'm sealing because I want the whole piece to have a finish that matches. Okay, Carrie, you're confused by transfers. You look online, but you don't know where to buy them. Okay, Carrie, if you go to the description of this live video post, there is 2 sets of links. There's a link, which is my affiliate link that you can buy through. There's also a link to find yourself a retailer. So you're probably going to the wholesale Prima site, which is obviously for retailers to buy from. So go to the link that I've put up there. You'll either be able to, you can follow that link to find a retailer, or you can buy via my link directly from Redesign with Prima. So I hope that helps. There was a couple of people that were asking about my Etsy link. I will put those in the comments. I'll make sure my page has got it. And there was something else. Someone said about the affiliate link. Lisa, you said about the affiliate link, but it won't work for you because you're not US. I think I've covered everything. Same time next week. Drop my page some love. Use those links. I put them in there every week so that you don't have to go hunting. So I'm trying to help you out. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.